Glad to have you with us from Stillwater, Oklahoma, Boone-Pickens Stadium. We've reached a defining point in the season. Week 8 in a huge game here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Louisville Cardinals and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Cardinals head coach before the game. This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and Coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Guys?
Okay, Holly. The Cardinals ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wants to adjust the pattern. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Right on the money. There he goes. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Right back to the well. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And I tell you what, I like this defense's game plan right here. Drop back, make sure I got the sticks covered. If they want to throw it below the sticks, I'm going to come up and tackle you and make sure I get you to 4th down.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
The sure hands, it's Barnes. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
To the air on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Looking left. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play. It's 2nd and 7. And the Cowboys will hustle to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. That's why you want to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. It lets you beat a blitz. It lets you get a first down.
And that makes me think, do I want to blitz? How do I leave him open? Because they keep dumping it off to the running back and having success. I'm going to think twice about bringing the blitz. Nice read by the QB. Nice job by the running back getting some extra yards and getting the first down.
He'll try it again. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to get it through the air. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
That's a really great play by the defender, and we obviously know the defense gave up a ton of points there last time out. Coaching staff told us, David, they wanted to be more aggressive this game, and here you go. The opening drive of the game, great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, swatting it away, and trying to send a message to the offense.
Well, and sometimes the defenders, they're trying to make plays. They're trying to catch it, and a lot of times because of that, they misjudge the football. I like knocking it down, making sure the receiver doesn't catch it. They were challenged all week about a negative performance a week ago. Good to see them come out early with some energy and making some plays.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. Fit it in the window for the score.
I love the aggressive nature in the play column there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on 4th down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it, they score a touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So the 16-play drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll start on the ground with Brown. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, that D-tackle has an explosive first step. He shot right out of his stance. He was in the backfield and he was able to make the tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. It's complete to the left. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Throws to the wideout. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Takes it the other way. The 30. He's at the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
And the offense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And he'll step out of bounds, and that'll be it for the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Snags a quick pass on the left. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. Oklahoma State is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Handoff for Brown. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
How about the linebacker right there? They make calls and they play in coverage, but if you're a linebacker, you better be physical, and that dude came downhill. Somebody might want to block him up front, Palmer. Downhill and laid the lumber.
Yeah, they definitely weren't able to chip up and get him on that one. But I'll tell you, a hit like that, that makes you think twice about wanting to run the football between the tackles for the rest of this game, because that dude has got some bad intentions.
Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. Oh, he's got some space. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
And the Cardinals come to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires downfield. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Louisville!
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into two. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
How about the athletic ability by the big fella? You know, you got those big linebackers in there used to taking on fullbacks and offensive linemen the whole game. He understands for passing situations. I'm getting drops. I'm getting deep in my drops, playing the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, making the INT. What an athlete.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Wants to fire on second down. Got his man. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. Throws to the tight end. It's complete. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Hawkins.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Keep it on the ground. Makes it past the marker. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
The Cowboys will have it 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. This time it's complete. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Quarterback making checks. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Louisville calls its second timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Back to pass on second down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. Right on the money, he makes the grab in the end zone.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Working the middle, it's complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Makes the grab. It's McCoy. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And this type of route, man, going all the way from the left side of the formation, all the way across the field to the right, you better have some decent protection up front. They protect him. He waits for it to develop, and he hits the speedster coming all the way from left to right for the huge gain for this offense.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did there throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
A give to Brown. They knock him down right there.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on third down. Creates a little space. Picks up the first down. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Caught into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a two-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Running inside. It's Hawkins. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We begin with Iowa taking on the Minnesota Golden Gophers. And it's the Hawkeyes with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Quick release on the RPO. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
One more time, it's Brown. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Hughes.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Richardson. Breaks into the open. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Man, this has been a fun one to watch, guys. This is quarterback play at a high level. It's fun to watch guys that are executing, that are going through their progressions, making big play after big play. Both these guys, you got to tip your cap because the quarterback play so far today has been absolutely outstanding.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Brown again. Maybe a crease. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Cardinals. With that, they grab the lead here in the second half. His 3rd touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total as he now has 7 on the year. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And the Cowboys will call on their punt team. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. They'll start on the ground with Brown. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
Wants to bring it back. Slips through the line. And there he goes. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind, but listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Young. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Making side adjustments here. They'll go to the air on third and short. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down. The Cowboys will try to convert on fourth down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Hughes. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. The give to Brown. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Got enough for the first. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't...
Finding some room. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
Around the end, it's Brown. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
He'll bring it back looking for help. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies the stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Jennings. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. And after that stop by the defense, a productive drive here, a couple of first downs, maybe a score, and they could put this thing away. Caught in the backfield, it's McCoy. Snags it, and there's running room. Smashes through the tackle. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
And that shows up in the stat column as an explosive play for this quarterback. But it was a very simple RPO. Get the ball out. And then guess what? My dudes are better than your dudes. And getting it to him on the perimeter, letting him make plays, all of a sudden, he's way down the field, and it looks like a long completion for this QB.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his big tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll give it to Isaac Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Foley. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
Sends it back in motion. They'll run it. It's Brown. He breaks a tackle.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? And by going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll send the back in motion. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left. It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. 3rd down and a big one for the Cowpokes. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the 2nd half, and I think that's the right decision.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. Turning it on. You want to talk about changing field position. The huge play takes it down to the 37. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Soft spot in the middle. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They're looking to pass from the red zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. A great catch and run for 6.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this...
There he goes! And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cardinals! The Cardinals with a counterpunch.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Young. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Young. Timeout is called with just a single second left. This is a big field goal attempt as they try to get back to a one-possession game. And they're already in a desperate situation. They'll try to get the field goal, and they'll need the ball back. And it's good! And they've made it a one-possession game here in the fourth quarter. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
Yeah, in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.